Well, let's give you more insights into this as the people of Rivers expect some sort of peace amidst all of the political crisis. We're joined by a former Rivers East senator, a member of the APC, Senator Andrew Uchendu, joins us virtually on Lunchtime Politics. Distinguished welcome to Lunchtime Politics. Governor Fubara has been asked to obey court order for peace to reign. That's the FCT minister asking him. But the governor, in turn, is asking former Governor Wike to let go of Rivers State, saying that the FCT minister can't win all fights. I don't know what you see this as, maybe grandstanding from both parties, but really, as a member of the APC, a chieftain in Rivers State, what's your interpretation of what needs to be done for peace to reign?
Well, thank you very much. The Honorable Minister of FCT has said Fubara, the governor, should obey the rule of law. My worry is, what is actually obeying the rule of law? Is it for Fubara to obey the provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, or to obey the Supreme Court judgment that says the local government should not be run by unelected officials? Or is it just what the Federal High Court in Abuja gave, or what the Rivers State government and Rivers State High Court gave? So there's some confusion, and a key player in the whole thing. He should be able to define what aspect of the rule of law he is talking about. For me, I think it's important for both parties, Governor Fubara and the FCT minister, to get back to themselves, talk to themselves. As governor, what am I expected to do as provided for by the Constitution? As minister, what am I expected to do as provided for by the Constitution? I believe this will be the starting point. Our governorship candidate, the last election, Tayeko, did refer to advice that the former governor, His Excellency Dr. Peter Odili, His Excellency Mechi, His Excellency Wike, and His Excellency Fubara similarly should meet another. There's nothing wrong in that. There is absolutely nothing that. That's good. I mean, that's every advantage in meeting. But we should all recall that when Dr. Peter Odili served at his tenure for 8 years, he never came back to interfere with the succeeding administrations. If anything, he may have been consulted behind closed doors. When Amechi came on board, Amechi came on board. He ruled for 8 years, and he left the scene before His Excellency Wike came on board. I believe that if everybody is to keep to their own thought, there wouldn't be much crisis. There are challenges in running an administration. Personally, I believe that there is no way, no matter what agreement, no matter how humble, how nice Fubara will be, there is no way he will execute the provisions, the powers conferred on the state governor as provided for by the Constitution, that he will not run in conflict with the person that he took over from.
Right.
And therefore, my advice is, at the starting point, both Wike and Fubara should face their job according to the provisions of the 1999 Constitution as amended.
And that advice appears straightforward, but it would look like things are not straightforward, or at least have not seemed straightforward. And we can go all the way back. And it's important to have interventions from elders such as yours, so people can know that, well, this is maybe not the real representation of Rivers State, what Rivers people stand for. But we can go all the way back. And you referenced former Governor Dr. Peter Odili. He wrote in his book, that autobiography, Conscience and History, how former Governor Rotimi Amechi sort of didn't listen to him, betrayed him. There was some sort of agreement. So there was a back and forth then. Fast forward, former Governor Amechi and former Governor Wike, they had their issues as well. And you know too well about that. Now we're seeing an issue between former Governor Wike and current Governor Siminalayi Fubara. Even within political parties in Rivers State, the PDP is split almost into three. There's the Governor Wike, there's the Governor Fubara, and then there's APP, a subset. The APC is also split. There's the Tony Okocha group, there's a Beke group. Is this something about Rivers politics that we see these issues? What exactly is at play here?
Well, I'll tell you,
please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, see, I'll tell you this. I have been involved in the politics of the state since 1999. As a matter of fact, I was a foundation member of the PDP. Like I pointed out earlier, there will always be one conflict or the other, but none has escalated to the point we are today. There are legal issues, legal complications. None in the past had assumed this dimension. I don't want to talk about His Excellency Dr. Peter Odili, who we respect greatly, and his relationship with his man, Amechi. He couldn't have gotten to this level. Amechi couldn't have gotten to the point of insulting Odili or abusing him the way we are seeing it today. But I think things have gotten worse. And it's a matter of, it's an attitudinal thing. I do not think, in all honesty, Wike is my brother. We come from the same tribe. I am thinking of a Nigerian that would be able to talk to some of them and who they can listen to. But I think the most important thing would be for them to realize that, like Wike said in one of the video clips I watched, there is nothing as good as wishing your state peace. And he should forgo any or anything, if only to ensure that the people he ruled for 8 good years are having peace after his exit. And that he owes Rivers people. All through I have been in politics, I can tell you, I have not observed the level of citizen support that His Excellency Fubara is enjoying today. I can tell you that. A few misgivings may be here, maybe there, here and there. And that is not enough to create the tension we are having today in Rivers State. If not, if Fubara were not to be acting the way he's acting, I am sure with the absence of the police during the election, there would have been mayhem. Anarchy would have been descended on the entire state. But I voted. There was no usual violence at the polling unit. There was no fight. There was no dissing. I'm happy that Mr. President has advised that the outcome of these elections are known. The procedures of resolving disputes are known. If you are not satisfied with the elections so far, and all of us can't agree with the elections, the outcome, so you proceed to the court, and the court will take the necessary remedial actions, as Wike has pointed out. Then at that point, we all obey the rule of law.
Well, as you said earlier on, it looks like people are picking what rule of law to obey. The question then is what happens to the previous court orders or judgments that were given, perhaps one at the Federal High Court. But let's wind down on this point, Senator. Aside the people of Rivers State, it would seem that the judiciary is also one of the biggest casualties in all of this. We heard the governor very livid, the way he spoke about the judge, the judgment given, even the Inspector General of Police. The police has also had its fair share of heat in all of this. So when you say that you are hoping to see a Nigerian who can speak to them, who will that Nigerian be? Because the court has come in, it looks like nobody's listening to the court. The president had intervened. Nothing much came out of it. So who is that Nigerian? Or do we get a celestial being to come and intervene?
Gigola, if you remember, my original and first advice was that the personnel dramatists should confine themselves to the provisions of the Constitution. If they do that, that will be part of solving the problem. I accept the judiciary will need to redefine themselves. A situation where courts of coordinate jurisdiction will give conflicting judgments. I think NJC should come in and put a stop to this. There must be a way out, because it's part of the problem. If the Federal High Court had taken into consideration the judgment of the High Court in Rivers State, possibly it would have come up with a different approach to giving the same judgment. But there's a conflict, because the governor will now be left with the choice of which judgment to obey, against the background of the Supreme Court judgment that elected local government must be run by elected government officials. So that's what the confusion is. Because if the local government election had not been held the date that it was held, then it means that at the expiration of the 3 months which the federal government has given to the states, then there will be no local government administration in Rivers State. What happens to the people of Rivers State who are suffering from all these interferences? What happens? And so majority of Rivers people are happy that the local government election held. And that was why there was no conflict anywhere in terms of voting, hoodlums, do one thing, ballot box starting and all that.
Well, Senator,
what we have noticed is the outcome of the election.
And I think the true test then will be to see who really has the interests of the people at heart. But we'd like to thank you so much for your interventions. I really hope that those who are involved are listening and making, amends so that we can have peace. Senator Andrew Chendu, former Rivers East Senator, thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.